the thing we were getting to is Sanitar's Guide. Let me pull up. So, yeah, you guys were looking up what you were gonna do research on, or what the thing was, or what the style of the thing was gonna be, right?
Yeah. So I was gonna research Perforos. I noticed that Perforos was very, very involved. I think Argos mentioned he was gonna go look at Mogus and the temples with some mages.
Oh no, no. So
then
he very specifically cannot go to the Mogus temples.
Yeah, no. Well, what I would put forward.
Oh, because he's a Minotaur?
No, because I punched one of their priests in the face, and I'm not welcome at the Mogus Temple in Miletus anymore.
Yeah. Yo, great backstory. I gotta say, it's really coming through for us. It's I'm so glad that you fulfilled your backstory.
It wasn't a backstory. Anyways. It was just it was a downtime roll where I got a negative consequence, and I ended up getting into a fight with one of the Minotaur priests at the Mogus Temple. So I'm not really welcome there anymore.
Yeah, no,
which is remarkably like real life. You would not, you couldn't, you guys probably couldn't put a number that would be accurate on the number of places I'm not allowed to go anymore.
Because you got it.
Wait. Hold up. I forgot.
Like what?
I bring out strong emotions in people sometimes. I don't know if you guys are aware of that or not.
Quick side note: everybody gets 800 gold, including Gary. By the way, I forgot to write that down in the actual Discord. But the gold that we received at the end of last session, distributed equally, including Gary, amongst the group, is 800 gold.
Cool. So, hey, do you happen to know what our total gold was? If we wanted to split that up, because I never wrote it down.
Total gold? What do you mean? Like the total
like
we
received
from the mission?
Yeah, we had a party.
Oh yeah. Let me get that for you in just a second.
Well, we don't have to do it right now because I don't think it's really relevant to the game. But
I mean, you can go ahead and do it. I'm looking.
No, it's easy. I have it right here.
I'm looking up.
I'm
looking up through. I'm going through the pages to get the thing.
The new party funds is 12,550 gold pieces.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
If you wanna look it up, just go to the Therosian Tales and just type in GP. And like the first result is the new party. It's literally a comment from me that says new party fund.
Oh, cool! Right on.
Does that include the gems I have written down in my treasure?
Yeah, that includes all of the gems that we both had written down in separate locations.
Okay.
And that is also after all of the spending we made for our last downtime that came from the party.
Because after I spent all of my personal income from our last downtime to buy my my flag and my horn, pay for the research, and pay for my condo.
I think we all paid for our research out of our own pocket.
Yeah.
I don't think any of that was party fund.
No, I didn't use any party fund for anything that I was doing, but I spent like all of my personal. So I'm basically broke right now. Or I was until a second ago.
Well, yeah, until the end of the last mission, we got paid for the council.
Yeah, and you have 800 gold.
Yeah. Well, now I have 1,227 gold.
Eddie, something I would also like to do is I would also like to buy barding armor for Moon. Because his natural armor of 12 AC ain't cutting shit when it comes to this stuff. So I would like to spend a copious amount of gold because buying barding is like 4 times the cost of armor, which is fucking expensive.
Well, that's barding for a horse. Barding for a dog.
Well, okay, yeah. That the only rule is barding for a horse that's actually in the DMG. So actually going, but you can also buy dog armor. Like it's definitely something people have been doing for rangers for a very, very long time.
Sure, and I can see where that would be expensive for like custom made. But anyways, I was digressing a second ago when I was talking about that. So my idea for Argos was that I'd like to go to like a college or like a wizard school here in Miletus, which is something we never really covered, and see if I could find some people to go and study those spheres and those portals back at the Mogus Temple we just came from. which is why I needed Ardonis to teleport me and the wizards from the school out there for just like an hour or two.
You might get lucky and one of the wizards can teleport, but
well, yeah, that's I was going to bring that. I was going to bring that up.
We're going to be doing research, and so we're going to be doing the research from Xanathar's. Let's go ahead and.
But I also want to do that last. I want everyone else to do what they're going to do first, because if we end up having to go out there, I don't want to have to go out there, do a thing, and come back. So everyone else do your thing first.
Well, we're going to have a week, right? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Well, this is all happening simultaneously.
Yeah, you guys
like,
are you guys split up.
So you won't know until a week.
Yeah, so we can resolve the thing now. I mean, but it's not like you're going to go out there, come back. Like, if you guys got the you guys got the teleportation code, right? So, and I was gonna go over that. Like, you guys, why?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand the going last thing with this. What's going? Like, it doesn't matter, does it? Like, why would it matter?
It doesn't.
I think he's just assuming that something could go wrong.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, if
like
something goes wrong and it goes wrong first or it goes wrong last, we're going to go through everybody's thing, and then we'll figure out.
Our ghost is going to punch one of the wizards.
Yeah.
And then we're going to lose all of the information.
So let me go over what I'm expecting out of it, okay? You're going to need to spend at least 50 gold pieces for the sages. And as far as getting out there, they just need the code that Ardonis would probably provide to you, the teleportation circle code, which is the sequence. So if he gives them the sequence, you know, he can hand it to you. You can hand it to them, and you guys can teleport there. They can teleport you there, or they can teleport there themselves and do the research with you.
I also have the code for it. So.
Oh right, you also wrote it down.
That works out great.
So, and you can get a +1 to this roll for every 100 GP you spend, up to a maximum of 6, +6, which means that you can spend 650 to give yourself the best chance to get 3 pieces of lore. And so, let's see,
You understand kind of what I'm looking for when I'm going out there, right? Because Argos believes that he's seen these kind of spheres before, and he wants to figure out what their relationship is. Why would Mogus think it's important? Why would this dragon who's trying to do?
Where do you think you've seen those spheres before?
I think I saw it underwater. I think that the spheres that were transporting from the Lost Island are similar to the spheres that I'm seeing out in the desert.
Okay. That sphere was a field containing an active golem.
Yes.
These do not look like that at all, because these are spheres you can see into.
Oh, thank God. I was really scared that was the case during the fight. I was just like, there's going to be random golems that are going to show up during the fight. Oh, yeah. Thank God.
So it is different. It's very specifically different. So.
Okay. Well, that might change what I want to do then. Okay. I still do want to know what that dragon was doing, so I'm going to stick with my original. So I'll change it. Yeah, but I want to find out what was this dragon trying to do, and I think I already know the answer because you dropped it in Discord. But I want to do it for a player level, a PC level.
Did I drop it in Discord?
You kind of did.
You mentioned that it changed the final end goal, or
it did.
End point of everything.
Yeah, it did change the end point of everything, but not in the way you think. Okay, cool. Okay,
and I am definitely going to do this research.
Well, yeah. Now we need to know how it's different, Eddie. We need to know
And now
how
I'm
it
gonna.
affects.
Now I'm gonna.
Oh
I
my
wasn't
God.
gonna spend the $650 before because
It's legitimately interesting.
Joke's on you.
What
The
I
dragon
was
turns out
planning
to be
to do,
another
so.
Felarian pet.
Um,
It's another Felarian's pet. Dragon.
yeah, no, that's actually not part of his lore, but sure.
We left the
Okay.
body there, and now we're gonna get blamed for it.
yeah. Plus, my other reason for going last was it could possibly make a smooth transition because everybody does their research, and then if we're going back to here anyways, so we could just go back there and do it.
No, that's fine. So, you're gonna be doing an intelligence check, which means you just add your intelligence bonus to a d20 you roll, and you get an additional +1 for every 100 gold you spend. So decide
So
how
I
much
spent the
gold.
$650.
Oh, so you're
I
getting.
spent all of it.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Because intelligence is not Argos's best thing, so he needs to take out all the insurance he can.
So essentially you're just getting more people to go out there with you to do this, as you're explaining what happened and talking about different things and doing the research. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's look at that roll.
D20.
D20 plus your intelligence mod, which is.
Oh Lord. 1.
All right, but you got yourself that +6.
Right?
You got yourself that +6. So let's see. So that's 2 + 6. That's 8. 8 is.
I think I should grant myself advantage due to all of the scholars, right?
You made it to 1 research. That 8 is still 1 research.
Wait, no, but
1 to 5 is no effect.
Yeah, so you did get to 1 piece of lore at least.
That gold secured you spending a
yes,
base
I'm aware of that.
51.
Okay, let's see.
That's nice.
I don't suppose I get to read that.
Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Kiranos devotion, intelligence and wisdom rerolls.
Not a save, it's a check.
I must use. Yeah, I know, but you never know. A save is technically a form of a
no.
an ability.
No, it's not. Okay. All right. Give me one moment here. Let's see. Is this still active? Yeah. All right. So after doing a bunch of research, the wizards discover one thing for sure, and mind you, I haven't cleaned up this map yet, so.
Oh my God, Eddie, the bodies are still there.
I know.
Forgot to clean up the dead bodies.
Well, the thing is dead bodies don't disappear on their own.
No, but I'm still just moving stuff out of the way because everybody else is still here too. So
the harpy vultures came and took the bodies away.
Oh no, there's a second thorn there.
There's a second thorn. There is the thorn's still there. There's a Zoltan still.
So the things that were recognized and understood about this, I'm still getting rid of some of the.
Oh, the hand's in the way, and you can't click on the thorn. The struggle's real. Got the orb sitting on the hand on top of thorn. Eddie can't get past the DM layers.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of some of the stuff that I have on the DM layers here. Give me one moment. It's a lot of random stuff here. And oops.
I'm still seeing a couple harpies too. Oh, you deleted the orb. Oh no, it's gone. We can't teleport anymore.
All right. So after the research, a few things that they discovered is that the the orbs and the holes in the ground are connected.
Yeah,
no, I'm gone.
we had already knew that though.
No, you did not. Not in the you see the colors, but you didn't have that as an actual thing that the characters knew.
All right, seems good.
What they
It is now
do,
confirmed by God.
what they do is that they teleport spells from one end to the other. And so that's what that
And that's
is.
different than spells traveling?
Yeah, because it goes in one end and comes out the other.
So basically what you're saying is that
we had Ardonis shoot I don't remember what it was. It might have been a firebolt. It doesn't matter, into one of the balls, and it just disappeared.
Okay, you deleted me. I was going to use an example.
He shot it into a hole and then it disappeared, yeah. But to be fair, the hole he shot into the ball he shot it into a ball and it disappeared. It shot out the hole that was somewhere he couldn't see, so
I think he shot the green one and it came out the green hole, which was on the way other side of the map where we couldn't see.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Okay, so we know it works the other way. It's not just it goes through the hole and comes out an orb. It goes through an orb and comes out a hole too.
Yeah. So that means you could go into the hole and appear inside of an orb.
Don't go in the hole.
That sounds like a fantastic idea, Eddie.
They've also discovered a few other things. Is that the inside of the orbs are covered in runes that protect from magic from the outside, and that magic can only pass one way from it.
This is how they put the stone thing in the orb.
So yeah, so there's you essentially find out a bunch of stuff about being able to go in, how it was protection, and how you could essentially go into an orb and turret your way through, because you can shoot out of the orb, but magic can't shoot in.
Interesting. Is it a globe of like a globe of invulnerability?
Not exactly. No, it's
okay.
It's a lot of different other things, but no.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
And what my purpose for doing this is, I want this knowledge to be in the possession of the city of Miletus. Hopefully, they can use that to,
they actually,
build up the defenses or whatever.
All right, so let me.
Oh God, we're gonna teleport back, and Miletus has already set up a forward outpost. We get back, and there's just tents everywhere, and.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what Argos has taken himself as to be like the champion of Miletus. He supports them. He wants, their version of society to win out.
I wouldn't say the champion. Okay. We're all champions of Miletus.
Well, he's taken himself as a champion. Yes, absolutely. He's not the only one.
All right. Now,
Gary's a champion.
Along with all this, one of the researchers who was kind of quiet during the whole expedition out there for the week, he comes up to you and he says, "Hey, Argos, I think those orbs were just a prototype. I think there's something bigger that's being built with them."
What would lead you to believe that? Quiet person who I haven't met before, but now find very interesting.
Well, you see, I was looking into it, and I think that glass was blown by Perforos himself. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
That's the
Damn.
that's the glass of the god. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
That's
saying. Right?
crazy.
So
Yeah, I hear you.
So I've been doing studies, right, on the Forgeborn that Perforus has been making, right, and right. So here's the thing, right? Like they're still like people, but they're like not people. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. Are you saying that the spheres are made out of people?
Dude, I don't know because like he can make things that live. So, like, I think that they're part
Who
of
makes
something.
things that live?
Perforos, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Eddie. You just gave him that for free, and that's gonna be the whole focal point of my fucking research. God damn it.
And so,
hey,
so
now
listen.
you get to go for extra. You get to go for the crane.
So listen. I think that we have to find flesh of the Forgeborn, and I think we can make some of those orbs, you know? But we need the flesh. We need their flesh. So, what do you think? We find some Forgeborn citizens, and we collect their flesh on the down low.
That sounds morally questionable. I'll be completely honest with you.
Okay. But they're just creations, right? So, like, are they even real?
We're all just creations, man. We're all, I mean, am I real? Are you, bro? It's hard to tell, you know?
Okay, look. I'm gonna go do some
Fucking
research
dying over here.
I'm gonna do some research on my own, and I'll bring you back more facts. And then with that, he leaves.
All right. Yeah, come to my house. The rest of the party will be there. We're having dinner.
Oh my god. Argos just found his own Julius. That's why I'm fucking dying over here.
I don't want a Julius. I'm good.
You don't want not even an orange one?
Oh god. Oh, I'm dying. I'm literally tearing. That was so fucking funny.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
I can't. I'm thinking. Okay, Argos has his own
Well,
Julius
but before
in a way.
let's not
God.
get too far away from the facts that we can establish.
Yeah.
So
These are your facts, not my facts. All right. These are your unsecreted facts.
That's right, and I am sharing them with everybody.
You're not sharing it yet. That's the end of it.
Not yet, but I will be.
All right.
So,
what did you want to do, Xeon?
So I wanted to go to the Perforos temple and learn about Perforos' involvement in this whole ordeal, because I've been noticing in different bits and pieces that Perforos has been involved in many different ways, but we haven't been able to connect all of them. So I was hoping that I could go and talk to maybe some of the priests at the temple for Perforos and kind of like see if they can help me piece together without really divulging too much, you know, just kind of like, hey, this is what I saw this going, because I've already kind of told some of the secrets and stuff like that. Yeah. So the stuff that I've already divulged is kind of like the big fucking butthole whirlpools where Perforos is just sucking up fucking krakens and shit, and then like just like Forgeborn working for Falarion in some areas, and then the involvement with the Harpies and stuff like that. Just all of it lumped together.
Okay, and you want to do this as research, right? Using them as a sage?
Yeah, I want to do this as research. Technically, I'd want to also research what Argos learned, but I don't know that yet. So I know there's more, but I had a feeling that Perforos was involved in some way, because we learned, you told us something about Perforos at the end of last session, I believe, which was what inspired me to want to go on this. I forget what it was. Okay. But it was like an implication that Perforos was involved in some way in that fight that we had, but I wasn't sure like how he was involved.
Oh no, I think all I was talking about was because I remember when I mentioned Perforos, it's the dragons in Theros typically tend to be just kind of like more mindless beastie kind of creatures, and not the more higher thinking ones that are just like attracted like to moths to light to the volcanoes, and the volcanoes that are being used are the same that Perforos uses as his forge.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
It was that was more the
But
connection.
still, the Perforos is slightly involved here.
Yeah,
it's not like a direct connection.
You've seen
but
it.
Also, I want to know,
enough,
like,
right? Okay.
Yeah, and another thing I want to get out of this too is like, hey, Perforos. We've always seen Perforos in the sky as well, but he seems so involved on land. Why is he also in the sky, but also down here at the same time? Kind of like that. That's not supposed to happen, right? Like he has huge involvement down here, but we've noticed that, hey, we've seen the gods still in the sky, but they're still down here. So something's creating some sort of illusion. And I think Perforos might be like a Perforos creation or something like that. I want to learn more about Perforos to kind of bring all my hunches together.
Okay. All right. Sense. So we'll do a research.
And now I'm gonna roll a 1 and I'm gonna cry.
We'll do a research. So, are you doing the +6 as well?
It's 100 gold pieces beyond the initial
50. So 150.
Yeah, that was the typo that we talked about.
And 650.
So it'd be 600 gold pieces.
650 for the +6.
Yeah, right, 650. Yeah. All right, I'll drop 650.
Ooh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Let's go.
Because like Argos, I do not have a modifier for intelligence, so I have to go all out on this. And when you don't know things, money is power. Okay. Give me a second. I'm removing my gold real quick before I forget. I want to get the exact number. Because I do want to do some other spendings. Also, at the beginning of this, Eddie, we can talk about this later. We don't have to do this right now, one thing at a time. But at the beginning, while this week is happening, or at the beginning of the week, so I can start it as soon as possible, I want barding for Moon to be created as soon as possible. So we'll go over the gritty details in a bit. But oh man, my gold is 1515. Now it's gonna change.
Now you can't spend any money.
It's 1550. It's impossible. I found out about this temple in Rome that was a dual temple. With one like you could go in either end of the building, and each one led up to a temple, and one was a temple to Rome, like the embodiment of Rome, and the other was a temple to the goddess Love, which is Amor.
Aphrodite.
No, not the goddess of love, the goddess Love, which is Amor. And so and they did that because it Amor and Rome is Roma, and it's a mirror of each other, and the temples were mirroring each other. And the entire temple is a fucking pun. Because it's just
all right.
Amor,
so I'm going to make my roll now.
Okay. No bonuses, just a +6. Let's go.
So intelligence +6. So I have no bonuses, so that's the same as a D20.
+6.
+6. Here we go. 16, which gets me.
I think that's.
It gets me 2 pieces of lore.
All right, 2 pieces.
No, 3 is 21 plus.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so 2 pieces of lore. Got it. Okay. You provide.
I spend the gold so I have a chance of getting it.
You provide the information as well. So. Okay. All right. Cool.
And I'm using the temple as a. Actually, does the. Hold on. Wait, don't I give myself advantage though?
Let's see.
By getting a key researcher? Wasn't that a thing?
That's what I was arguing, but I got said no. So
because I'm using the temple.
No, but it's you're using the Temple of Perforos specifically, which is no. You went to a college of wizards, but they did not know about the orbs. So there was no key research.
That's why I'm asking. I'm waiting for my argument. Are you shutting me down or no? Or like, are you saying yes or no? Is it advantage?
Dude, dog, go fuck off, dude.
This is why I closed the door so that the cats can't get to me.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not. They're not going to be able to give you advantage on it.
Okay. I mean, 2 pieces is still fine.
So
I was just shooting for the third one if
yeah.
I could.
You were asking a lot of questions, so give me a moment here.
Yeah, that's fine. You take your pick. What you want to give me is what you give me. At least I know I'm getting 2 things. I have my character sheet ready when you're ready.
Okay.
To add to my secrets. Oh, I'm looking at my fucking bio, and I have Cleopatra down with a 1, and there's just nothing there. Because I learned nothing about Cleopatra the last time. But I still have it sitting there. I'm just going to leave it. It's hilarious.
It's a reminder of what could have been.
It's a reminder of what could have been. And what now is not. Oh,
okay.
God. Julius is amazing. Okay, thank you for clicking on Julius. Jesus, Eddie.
Look at that face, though.
The events happen for reasons, and the way the dice rolls makes it that much better. I was really hoping for it to fail miserably, and it did, and it was great.
All right, so you go and you talk, and they're sitting there. There's a lot of crafting and creating there. There's blacksmiths, there's artificers there.
How many vibrators am I seeing? Am I seeing lots of vibrators?
Yeah, there's a shop dedicated to it.
Eddie?
And you actually see the one
Nice,
girl
nice.
from the temple there with a hood up, and the fact that she
Oh,
sees
she's
you,
even there. Awesome.
yeah, she sees you, and she sees that you recognize her even though she's in disguise, and she squeaks and runs
Yeah,
off.
like I'm walking through, right? And I look at her. She's got like a cloak over her, like you see in like the movies, you know, where she's like at the local market with a cloak on so nobody knows it's her. And I look at her and we make eye contact for a split second, and then she turns away and blushes, you know?
Yeah.
And then runs off with her vibrator.
Yeah.
In hand.
Yeah. It's a deluxe one with a sword attachment.
All right,
I
sorry.
don't know what.
I derailed that.
Yeah. So you go there and you're talking to them.
All right.
And you speak about the, where you've seen all the Forgeborn, and you have that kind of like conversation with them about it. The anvil rot, sorry. And the thing that comes about from it is that Perforos just likes creating. And he doesn't like to be bothered. And if he could not be involved with things, he would. And his primary motivation for doing anything is so that he can be left alone so he can make more things. And so he would not be social or involved on his own. You would need somebody who's more outgoing to bring him out.
That's quite a passive thing for a god of the red color. You know, red means like anger and hatred.
And passion, and he's in creation, and he's very passionate about his creation.
Passion.
He's very passionate about his creating, but he's not he doesn't really give a fuck about anything else. So they suspect, and this is part of that, is that if he was gathering things, it would be for materials and not for any other purpose.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna reconnect because I can't hear Rich. Sorry. Just doing it.
I can't hear Rich either, so.
Yeah, I can actually hear him, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, I can. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to reconnect so that way we can all hear. All right.
Okay, hold on. I can't hear him, so let me reconnect. 1 moment.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Hear you.
Yay.
All right.
Yeah, I can
I
hear
can
him.
hear everybody.
Okay,
Kyle
there we go.
and Thorn.
Can you hear me?
And
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Awesome. All right, we're good. All
Okay,
right.
so
Sorry to derail you. Continue, Eddie.
yeah, no. Thanks for catching that. Okay, so, yeah, so he Perforos would only be gathering things like that for material purposes, unless he was being drawn there or motivated by somebody else, and the only reason somebody else could motivate him is so that he could eventually be left alone to make more things. So that's one fact you got about him, and about the things being collected. As far as seeing him in the sky, he comes down often to build things. So if he's up in, so it could just be a coincidence when you've seen him up in the sky, like if you were looking for him and you saw him, because he is often down, like in his forge. He works a lot in his forge. But if he's so it's probably more that you missed it than it is the fact that he's always up there, and like he's not at two places at once. You just probably just didn't time it right on when you checked.
All right. Cool.
So those are the two facts.
All right. I mean, the lack of information here is good information because we know that Perforos isn't directly involved. We know that he might be directly involved, but he's not directly involved of his own free will.
Well,
So,
I mean, if we have time to chat it out.
Sorry, I mean, I said we, but I meant me.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. I meant me when I said we.
Are you planning on sharing that information with anybody?
We'll wait until we meet up for the RP.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Because I don't want to predict the RP.
Thorn. What did you want to do?
Yeah. I had the research, but I also wanted to just commission a modification for my crossbow. However much it would cost to just add some spikes at the bottom of it.
Which one do you want to do now? Like you have to pick one.
I'll probably do the research because I could just stab myself with a bolt instead of with the crossbow if I had to.
Okay. Oh, you're just trying to make it like easy and cool. Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're doing research for you as well. The same deal. What is it that you're trying to research? Like, tell me what's the setup on the.
I want to see if I can find more info on the blood mixing, causing all these creatures to change in ways that they're not really supposed to. Because I have a vial of cursed minotaur blood and some new harpy blood.
Okay.
So I was going to take that to the temple of Farika and see if I can find anything new with some help this time.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an
and I'll
intelligence.
spend the full 360 or 350.
Oh, 650 you mean? It's 650 to do the full plus
Yeah.
6, yeah. So, okay, so you're spending 650, you're getting a plus 6, you're getting your intelligence modifiers, let's go.
All right. Let's see.
Wow.
So that's 13.
Okay. Out of everybody, you would have had the best chance like that, plus like a +9 on a roll.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. You still get what, 2 pieces? Okay.
Probably.
All right. So talking about the blood. Um, so the
Wait, is his
blood.
final roll a 7 or a 15?
No, his final roll is 13.
Oh.
So the blood is um the blood is a living organism almost. Um it's a type of living organism that can take different forms normally, but it's like diluted or it's like altered, genetically altered somehow. So what you have is blood that is living on its own, and it's creating an almost parasitic um, bond with its host. Um, there's a chance that if you're able to filter the blood of the host, um, that you'd be able to get rid of the infection and return them to normal.
Interesting.
I'm saying that like, oh, there's a chance. No, you could, like, that's definitely what would happen, is because you're actually getting this as a factoid. So that is something that to learn. You can cure it, and you would need to maybe have somebody commission, like you'd have to commission somebody who knows how to build things to be able to build something in a way that could do it.
Yeah.
The second factoid you're going to get is what the original creature is that they got this blood from, or this parasite from, and it's from something called an obelix.
This isn't a creature I've heard about before.
And hold on, let me get. Give me one moment to get the. Bring it up real quick, so give me one moment. An obelix is a creature that they seek to feed on the memories and grow until they are able to impersonate their victims. So normally what they do, they're a type of slime or goo that eats memories, and then once they get the memories, they impersonate the person that they were. And as they gain more memories, they grow bigger, and after they get enough memories, they shed all of their old memories as children of themselves.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm learning a lot.
They're
I seem to remember a wizard that had a slime on his head at one point in time.
They are a special breed of ooze. They are cunning hunters. And let's see. They don't have to kill their victims to to eat the memories, by the way. But they love getting memories from intelligent people.
So not me and Argos.
No, definitely not us. He could get a good recipe for fried chicken off of me, but that's about it.
And they don't require sleep. So.
Oh, must be nice.
They want memories. But but not to serve any kind of end for itself. They're just hungry for memories and personalities because they are empty without it. So that is what you have for it.
Okay.
So what that they did was they took that its ability to kind of like reform and put it in and created kind of blood curse with it. So that means you have this creature inside of you.
I thought it was Krufix's blood that did it to me. Or not Krufix, Phoenix.
Krufix bleeds?
No. Well, Phoenix doesn't bleed either. So it is a blood created by Phoenix, yes.
Oh, okay.
So you have a blood created by Phoenix, a blood that is made from a slime diluted with other things. A slime that eats memories and takes over people's lives.
This was found on the Minotaurs?
Yeah, it was the Minotaur and the Harpies.
Yeah, all of the creatures that we've met so far that have been mutated, that have had their blood mutated, have the same thing.
Yeah, I've been slowly researching it over the course of the campaign.
Yeah, so right before you jumped on, Argos, we were back at the Mogus Temple where we just finished that fight. And those spheres that we made, or the spheres that we found there, excuse me, were made by Perforos, and they seem to be teleportation hubs. Like you can go inside of them, and on the inside they have like defensive ruins, apparently. Is that accurate?
Yeah, and it was one-way defensive runes, which means you can shoot out of the orbs, but people can't shoot in.
Yeah, that too. So when you took that time and you shot into an orb, it was deflected. But if we jumped into one of the holes, we would have ended up inside of the same color sphere, presumably.
Actually, yeah, no. When you shoot at the orb, it comes out the hole. So
excuse me. That's right.
Yeah, so it's not like it stops you or deflects it. It literally just teleports the spell somewhere else. And if you teleport and if you shoot into the hole, it teleports out of the orb. So you can use. So if you're in the orb, you can shoot out. If you shoot into the hole, you're shooting into the orb, which means it shoots out the orb.
Right, but importantly, these are creations of Perforos, and what we've just found out with Xeon, depending on what he wants to share.
Perforos ain't involved, basically. That's literally basic. Without going into details, he's involved, but not because of his own free will.
No, he's making them probably because somebody is coercing him to do it. Like, make these for me and I'll leave you alone so you can make more stuff or something like that. I don't know.
Possibly.
So, so I told you that you can filter blood to cure people of the blood curse, and the blood curse is made from Oblex slime and to make a special blood.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
So you would probably need a little bit more research, but the idea of filtering the blood will work. So once you figure that out, okay?
Yeah, I have an actual direction to go now.
Yeah. And Rich, how you doing?
All right.
So what was Ardonis gonna do this week?
Let's see here. Well, I guess I had it in my head that he would have done some research on Mogus and on Malstraz.
Okay.
And
where would he go
in particular, in connection with Scophos, I guess.
And where would he go to do this research?
Let's see here. Did Agamemnon actually live in Scophos at one point?
A long time ago, but he's been mostly a Meletian for longer than that.
Who does Agamemnon worship?
I don't think you
I don't
guys
think
know
we
that.
know that. Yeah, I don't think we know that. Can I ask him? Hey, Agamemnon, so who do you worship?
Long moment of silence here.
Because yeah, I mean, I've been talking about Kronos forever. I'm sure at some point, you know.
Oh my gosh.
That's if he worships anybody.
True.
Yeah. All right. We'll figure this out at the end of the week. So, aside from that,
yeah, so I guess
if we had been able to talk, I mean, the Temple of Mogus here in Scophos, if Mogus had a powerful dragon priest as one of his champions, the true god Mogus would probably know about it. You know what I mean? So you could find out a little bit about that dragon from going to the Temple of Mogus, possibly.
yeah, Miletus has a temple to all the gods, so all the gods are represented since they're big men.
I just can't go with you.
You're busy out on the field.
Yeah. Also, I'm not welcome.
Yeah.
Well, we destroyed that temple.
Mm-hmm. But there's one in Miletus, and if you were looking for information on Mogus's connection, I mean, starting at his temple is probably not a terrible idea.
Yeah. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess in Scophos is mostly Minotaurs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Minotaurs, do they don't they worship Mogus?
So the Minotaurs out in the Ashlands do, but not necessarily the ones in Scophos. Scophos is different from the barbarian tribes. So
okay.
yeah, there's a lot involved there. Not to say that they don't, but it's not 100% in Scophos. Whereas if you're dealing with the hillbilly Minotaurs, then it's almost 100% Mogus.
Yeah.
And then what about
and this is just information you guys have. So.
Is anybody in the council likely to know much about dragon history?
Well, let's see what we got here.
Archaea.
Achaya.
Achaya,
yeah. She's the Sphinx.
How old are sphinxes?
pretty old, I think, but I don't know how old she is specifically.
Or what about that guy, Boy?
I don't think he's involved, but not in this. He was just someone who used to work for Falarian.
But he has pretty cool divination powers.
Yes, he does.
He does, yeah. I don't, yeah.
Well, I don't want to get this too sidetracked here.
No, go do it. Yeah. That's not bad.
It's all on what you just said.
All right. Well, then, yeah, I kind of liked his magic well of seeing or whatever that thing was.
So you're going to use him as your sage resource for your research?
Okay, so what are you looking up? Exactly. Just about the dragon, or about...
Wait, he can actually find things. So maybe I could ask him if he could locate Malstraz.
Okay, yeah, that'd be an interesting question. All right. So you're doing research. Actually, let me see if there's any other thing that this qualifies for. It's not crime. It's not crafting. It's not carousing either. Let's see here. Alright. I guess it'll have to fall under research for this, in this case. So, for research, it's an intelligence check. You can give yourself a +1 bonus for every 100 gold you spend beyond the initial. And we'll roll it out and then figure out if you spend money, like, why you needed it. But...
So roll intelligence?
Yeah, well, tell me how much you're spending first.
It's 1 gold piece per...
No, so it's
100 gold pieces.
It's 50 gold pieces to do it. So you're gonna end up having to spend 50 gold pieces either to like get a gift so that you can present it to him for showing up at his door, or things like that, you know. And
oh yeah, I for sure want to give him a gift.
Yeah, and so that's kind of like the cost of like going over there and talking to him. It'll end up costing you 50 gold pieces for whatever the combination of reasons is that it ends up being. And then it's 100 addition for every 100 gold pieces you spend above the first 50, it gives you a +1 on the roll. And you need a minimum of 6, I believe. Yeah, minimum of 6 to get at least 1 piece of lore. 11 to 20 gets you 2, and 21 plus gets you 3.
Well, I'll get him like a 150 gold piece gift. And then the roll, let's see. I just roll...
It's just intelligence plus your intelligence modifier. So you just roll a d20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, okay.
What's your intelligence mod? And how much money were you spending?
Oh, 150.
Okay, so you're giving yourself a +1. Okay.
Is that my proficiency bonus plus my intelligence?
No, just the intelligence.
Just the intelligence? It's 5.
Okay, so that's going to be +6. So that's 14. Yeah, that's enough to get to... Okay, cool. So that gets you 2 factoids here. Cool. Yeah, so you go over and you bring him a nice gift. He welcomes you in and he asks, how things went. He explains how, he tried to keep an eye on you, but you disappeared from his vision and he couldn't track what was happening because there was a divine interference with seeing Argos and anything like that. And I don't know how much you tell him, or if you just say it went well or whatever. And you ask about the scrying, and you talk about the dragon, and let's see here. Did I write it down here? I'm not finding where I put it. Oh yeah, Malstrars. Yeah, so you have Malstrats, and so you ask about Malstrats, and he does search, and he goes to where to when you said you guys fought him, and when he disappeared, so that he can like get a better beat on it. And he says that as far as anything is concerned, Malstraz has ceased to exist on Theros since that fight.
Oh, wow.
He said that it's not even interference. Like, there's no interference. There's just nothing.
Well, I'm not there.
You did get 2 facts. So, what was the other question you wanted to ask about?
Well, let's see here. Well, is he familiar with Malstraz?
He says, no. He says that a dragon of that kind does not usually, actually not even usually, does not exist on Theros.
Oh.
Multiverse.
I guess could ask him what he knows about Mogus in relationship to Scophos and the history of Scophos and Miletus.
We've covered this before, and it's not gonna change anything there.
Yeah.
Let's see. But he starts talking to you about, what he says, what he knows about how they were always fighting and things like that. And as he's talking, and you see the you see the basin behind them where you guys had fought. It's kind of like it's going on fast forward, and you see like the days and nights cycling, and you see a group of researchers with Argos appear on the where that temple was, and they seem to be doing research on the spheres. But just before they showed up, you saw that a bunch of Minotaurs showed up, looked at the statue, and then left. And they showed up and they did research for a while, and then they left. And then some of the researchers came back and picked up the sphere.
Wait, people are taking these spheres?
Yeah. The people who looked like they were doing research with Argos came back and they took one of the spheres. And then you see a bunch of Minotaurs show up. They look at the statue. They seem to do a ceremony, and then they leave, heading in the direction that you guys had shown up from. And as he's talking to you about the wars, you're thinking, if they're going that way, it's almost like they're heading straight back down to Miletus. And suddenly, after they leave, and it goes on for like another day or two, and then it stops fast forwarding, and everything kind of like stops all of a sudden, as if you're looking at it in real time.
Oh, can I see where the Minotaurs are at this point in time?
No, they left probably 2 days before from there.
Oh, okay. And how many were there?
What's your intelligence score?
I have +5.
Oh, so you're at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably would have estimated based on the width, and if you counted across and then down, that there was at least 1,000, along with some cyclopses and
Wait, what?
golems, and it looked like maybe an invading marching army heading down. That left maybe 2 days before.
Yeah, it goes from a couple of them came out and they kind of looked at the sphere, and then no, it wasn't actually a couple of them. It was 10,000. And
yeah,
then,
Eddie asked me to bring my miniatures for today's session.
Right.
And whose idea was it to destroy that temple again?
That was me. I did that. Yeah, bull in a china shop, man. What do you want? I break shit. That's what I do.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
One of the robed people that works in Boy's mansion walks into the room and walks up to him and whispers something to him. His face looks funny, and he turns around to the basin and he looks. He pans around, and all of a sudden, he says. He looks at you. He says, "Data is under attack. Quickly, either you go and get help right away, and we try and save Data, or we go and we prepare Miletus for an invasion."
Okay, this is somebody saying that to Boy?
No, Boy is telling you this, and then he pans around. He pans around and he goes, "Akros has already fallen."
Wait, so what's Data? Or
Data it's another city. It's a little bit further north of where we are in Miletus, but it's kind of like the gateway to Miletus.
Oh, it's under attack.
Mm-hmm. By an army of Minotaurs and Cyclops.
The rest of us are known as the heroes of Data. So you joining the group, you wouldn't really necessarily know all the details, possibly, of the events that we were involved with, but
you would have heard of the heroes of Data and how they rescued Data from a harpy attack.
Oh, okay. And okay, well, I better get back to the crew. I did want to ask, though, one other thing, which was that because you mentioned Perforos and the spheres and stuff, I was going to ask if I could make just one history check using the knowledge of the story of Theros.
You haven't heard about Perforos and the spheres yet. That's something that you'll get once you get back to Argos.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess so. Where and then everybody else is in Miletus.
No, Miletus.
Miletus.
We're not talking about your lettuce.
Leave my lettuce out of this.
Leaf my lettuce out of it.
Leave my lettuce out of this.
Leaf.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I'm poking fun at it because we would poke fun at how we all were saying the names when we first started playing Theros. Yeah. Nobody knew how to say any of the names at all in this entire world.
And then Josue.
To be fair, I knew how to say. I knew how to say it.
And then Josue came along. We were all saying words incorrectly until the Josue nation attacked.
Yeah, apparently we're Josue is very versed in the lore of Magic the Gathering.
Turns out a history degree is pretty good at learning how to pronounce Greek names.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. All right. So, how do you return home? You are 1 day's ride away from Miletus as it is.
Let's see, 1 day. So I can't. Or does Boy have any magic powers to shoot me over there? Unless teleportation circle can shoot me over there.
You can teleport. You can teleport over back to Miletus if you want. Once you got the teleportation circle, you would have gotten the teleport to Miletus code and access.
Oh yeah, then I'd for sure do that.
All right. So or you could just ask the 3 other party members that can teleport. Oh wait,
except
wrong
they
campaign.
aren't with you.
Wrong campaign.
Sorry, wrong
yeah,
campaign.
Also that.
Wrong campaign. We had like 4 people that could teleport.
It's like you guys would have like teleport, word of recall, a bunch of us.
We had 2. We had 3 characters that could recall, and 1 character that had teleport circle.
All right, so you head back to Miletus, and what are we gonna do?
Citizens, we have a little bit of concern.
What could we possibly be concerned about?
Citizens have a little bit of concern. I'm down.
Just a little, not too much. Just a little.
Small amount. 1,000 Minotaurs worth of concern coming our way.
Oh shit! Really? Okay.
Give or take a few Cyclopses.
Well, we have a lot of information to share amongst each other as well, but that seems to be rather pressing.
Yeah, apparently data is under attack.
I get to keep your secret, and it's not my fault because we have urgencies.
I mean, you could still share. You could find a second.
See, I told you the RP would play a factor here.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing to do would be to notify the council so they can get things moving.
Yes. Argos's opinion, outside of RP, just for time's sake, is that we as the concerned citizens should go to data and try to hold off that army as long as we can while the people evacuate from data and the defenses of Miletus are put together. That's what Argos would suggest.
Xeon would strongly suggest that too.
Yeah, we can't really risk the army at Miletus to save data. They need to protect Miletus. But we can at least try and slow them down to give them time.
Well, how big is data?
Not nearly as big as Miletus.
Yeah,
it's a city, not
against 1,000 Minotaurs.
No, I mean it can try.
A little town.
It can try, but it's gonna fall sooner or later.
Basically, you remember the amount of harpies we fought in that last fight?
Yeah.
That was about the same amount of harpies that we had to defend data from. The entirety of data.
So is it fair to say that it's like a lost cause?
To defend the city, yes, but to try and get as many civilians as we can to safety, and provide time for Miletus to do its defenses. I mean, we can hold them off.
Strategic. I mean, we would want to stay in Miletus, right?
Well, if your information is correct, and we have a good beat on their military, they were in Scophos, because we weren't very far from Scophos at that shrine, and they were only 2 days away from that shrine. So we have time before they get to Data. We can help Data at least set up some sort of defense and evacuate people before they get there.
Yeah,
right.
Except
I
that
thought you said
Boy's saying that Data was under attack right now. It's a currently live attack.
Oh, it's currently under attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they move fast for 2 days. Jesus.
Yep.
Then if they're currently attacking, we can't really get there in time.
So we need to slow them down as best we can. Let's just get out there and see what kind of havoc we can cause with them. Any number of hours that we could provide as a distraction is still going to help, the people in Data and the people in Miletus.
The problem is, to get to Data, it will take at least a day from Miletus, and we can't teleport there.
Well, we got to tell the council first anyway, so that might be our first line of action.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Miletus, I have a feeling Miletus is going to be like the battle of minus Tirith, or Tirith from Lord of the Rings.
Uh-oh.
Like, this is like what we're talking here. It seems like the orcs are fucking attacking, and we got to shove everybody in the fucking mountain.
If we can get to hopefully maybe the council can get some help from Satessa, which isn't too far.
Well, let's leave them to that. I still say we run in guns blazing. Go out front, get in front of any of the survivors that we can find, get in front of any of the defensive troops that we can find.
Do you have a way to teleport up there?
No, but we can run, and we can go as far as we can.
Okay. I was more thinking of Xeon is on board of trying to help Data. But we're basically trying to keep the... I was thinking of, we just try and intercept the enemy.
Yeah.
And do as much of the work as we can on our own.
Yep.
Help weaken it down. Now, necessarily, we don't have to fight beat the entire army, but if we can beat most of it by the time we get to, or before, or in the time, and we can get away and fall back to Miletus. For my knowledge of medieval warfare, you need at least 2 times the amount of people to attack a settlement than the garrison that they have defending the settlement. It's usually like a 2, but if you want to do it well with little casualties, you need like 4 or 5 times the amount. So if you dwindle their forces enough, they won't have enough forces to attack a settlement like that.
Right.
Basically, is the medieval warfare is, if you can dwindle them past or below 200% of the garrison, they ain't shit.
All right, so you guys are gonna go tell the council and then go get in front of them, or are you guys just gonna run off? What are we doing?
My vote is tell the council and run out in front.
Okay. Yeah, tell the council and then run out in front as far as we can get. We might die in this process, but that's always a risk. Job in a nutshell.
That's why we signed the paperwork.
I've already died. That's Xeon's motto, is I've already died doing this.
All right.
What's going to happen next? I die again.
So you guys go to the council, and you talk to them.
Quickly, with most urgency.
Nikio's busy, and so Achaya, so Kaliste is the one who sees you guys.
You know who is always available? Fucking Julius, alright? I'm just kidding. Let's not talk to Julius. Julius wouldn't take this seriously. Actually, he might take it seriously. He might. There's a chance. He might.
Well, Caliste is available though, so
He likes us.
She sees she's the one who's available for an emergency talking to.
Correct.
Julius ain't available. Fuck.
And she's
Caliste then. An invading army of Minotaurs has already struck through the city on the edge of the Ashlands, the city that I forgot the name of.
Data?
And
Data.
is
Akros.
no, the one above it. Akros, yeah. Has already conquered through Akros and is now threatening Data. We are going to go out there and slow them down for as long as we can, but you must muster the city's defenses. The army is on this Minotaur army is on the way right now.
Oh my
And Cyclopses.
And
Cyclopses.
Cyclopses.
Such a headache.
Bears and tigers and giants, oh my.
Yeah, it does that. But get off your ass because we got shit to do.
Somebody
Okay.
get a greater restoration, please.
Greater restoration? I don't have that. I have lesser.
Hold on,
but it's not
hold
going to help
on.
her, probably.
But they're in Data right now, and Akros has fallen.
Yeah.
That's our information, yes.
No. We have a delegation in Data right now. Do hurry. It's Julius.
Do you have an address to teleport to them?
It's Julius VIII, Cleopatra, and Augustus. They
Oh,
were
God.
presenting at the amphitheater in Data. There is a teleportation circle just outside of it.
That would be swell.
I can give you the code.
Please, give it to my friend Ardonis.
You can have my access to it. Here you go. And she gives you the passcode to Data and access to it. It's
So, like, we don't have to use a spell, or do we still have to use the spell?
you can just go to the teleportation circle in Miletus and activate that circle to teleport to Data.
Sick, so no spell slot.
No spell slot, but he did use one already today for.
Right.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, but I'm trying not to dwindle Ardonis's spell reserves. If we're gonna have to fight copious amounts of Cyclopsi, and
So yeah, so you guys can go. You guys ready?
All right.
Is there anything anybody needs?
Does she have any kind of emergency supplies, including like healing potions or some stuff? You know, break glass in case of emergency that we can take with us, so we do not have time to prepare.
She goes, well, she reaches into her robes and she hands you guys some flasks. And it's she says, I do have some potions.
These are hers.
Yeah.
Private stash.
Yeah. So she can give you guys 4 let me get the amount here. She gives you guys 1 each a supreme healing potion. That's 10d4 plus 20.
Fuck yeah! I'll give her a little kiss on the cheek. She deserves it.
big sloppy cow bull.
Big old
kiss.
tongue, just a big old bleh, right up the side of her face.
She goes, oh, that's.
This is a supreme healing potion while Eddie's over there fake puking.
Yes, it is a supreme healing potion while I'm fake peeking. Thank you for understanding what I was doing.
I'm just trying to handle the. I'm just trying to take care of the important stuff here.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We each get 1. Hell yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do a few things. So give me 1 moment. Because. Gary was going to do his own investigation.
Research.
His own research into.
Because he's a full-blown party member.
Yeah.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm not gonna have him spend extra, so I'm just gonna have him spend 50 on this.
Is Gary smart?
No.
No, he's not. He's not smart.
He gets a +1, which is better than Gian.
Actually, he's smarter than you.
He's more intelligent than me. He's not as wise as me, though.
Yeah, well, he's gonna at least get 1 factoid, so whatever. Cool. So he can share that when he gets to you guys later. I forgot to roll this for. Oh crap. Okay, that's gonna be actually for. One moment. Okay. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, I'll deal with that later.
All right, I think I might be back.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh, hey, yes, thank you. I don't know why the connection goes out whenever something important happens.
Isn't that funny?
No, seriously.
No, I know. I just think it's like.
When did we lose you? When Eddie was puking?
Licking the side of a cow's face, or when I was licking the side of her face.
So the answer is yes.
Yeah. So she starts to gag. Then you guys run off with your supreme healing potions. Gary's doing.
You fortunately missed a minute of Eddie fake puking over the voice chat.
Over the cowlick.
Yeah, it's all right.
And then in the middle of it, I said, "So it was a supreme healing potion, right?" While Eddie's fake puking.
Yeah. So we got
it was comical.
Let's see. Gary's gonna spend 50 of this money, and I'm gonna get. All right. Let's see here. What's the thing? Oh yeah, no, he's also gonna get a supreme healing potion, so let me get that for him as well. Gary with a supreme healing potion.
Is Gary gonna share anything? That's impossible.
So you guys run over to the teleportation circle and activate it. And teleport, right?
I guess so. I mean, anybody else?
All right.
Yeah. I put my back into it.
Nice. Okay. Is everybody ready for fighting? I don't have my usual avatar because my camera is all broke. So please comment, like, and subscribe here and on Twitch, and support me on Patreon. Thank you. Take care.